began with a conversation in Pastor Brady's office. He was expressing this burden in his heart to do something toward the south end of our city and strengthen, reinforce, come alongside the great work being done by so many other churches in this part of our city. And I remember just kind of blurting out, well, what about downtown? And he said, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, what if we started something like a congregation downtown? And he said, oh my goodness, would you want to do that? And all of a sudden it began rolling, and this is in late 2011. And so then the elders met and began to pray about it. And very quickly the process was put in motion. And so it came to be that on Palm Sunday of 2012, a group of people gathered to worship together in the Carter Payne, this old church building on the south end of our city, and just a beautiful beginning for New Life downtown. I think of all the wonderful people who would week in and week out come and set up chairs and tear down and make that space a welcoming place for people to gather. I remember us making the move to Palmer High School and then getting this box truck and having people jump in and to help load and unload each week, and all of the volunteers that it took to make that happen. And then meal groups beginning to develop and people gathering in one another's homes. And all of a sudden, the dream was becoming real. We were following the Lord's call to be a light in downtown Colorado Springs, to gather around the Lord's table on Sundays, one another's tables during the week, and then out of that overflow, beginning to prepare a table for others to meet with Him, whether that was on a Sunday or in our different ways of serving. And so here we are at the 5-year mark, the 5-year anniversary for New Life Downtown, and this is really a tribute, a testimony to the faithfulness of God and the goodness of God. But it's the faithfulness and goodness of God operating through His people, through the countless sacrificial acts of love and service of our people in New Life Downtown. And so there are the extraordinary moments, but really it's a series of ordinary obedience from people just willing to say yes and join the Lord in His work. So we mark this moment as a way of saying thank you, Lord, and thank you to everyone for making this a beautiful congregation to be part of.